Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Nursery to Varsity. In this tutorial, we are going to cover arrow functions and types of components in React. So let's get started. So what is an arrow function? Arrow function were introduced in ES6. An arrow function is a compact alternative to a traditional function that we are using, and now see how we can break down this traditional function into an arrow function. So I am removing this function and creating one arrow function. Const, then function name is status equals to parenthesis, then arrow. This is how you can define an arrow function. We are taking argument as. Now perform operation inside this function. So we are checking the age of the employee. Age, if age is less than 23, then return junior engineer. Else return senior engineer. Arrow function allows us to write the shorter syntax. You can see. Now call this function is status. We are calling this function here. Now see the output. You can see the output is same as the previous one because instead of traditional function we have used this time arrow function. Now we will see types of components in React. There are basically two types of component in React. First one is class component and second one is functional component. Here you can see we are using functional component. For better understanding, I am removing all of this. This is our main app.js file. Now I am going to create two components. First one is functional component, then class component, and then I will import all these components inside this app.js file. Now I am going to create another folder inside source folder, src folder, components, and inside this folder I am going to create two files, one for class component and second one for functional component. Class.js and another one is function.js. So move to class.js, import React from React, then class keyword, then your class name. Remember your component name must start with an uppercase letter. So let's say employee, then keyword extends because we are inheriting this class from React components. Extends React dot component. Now this component also requires a render method which generally returns HTML and you can say JSX. Render, then return, and let's say this is a class component. Now we have to export this class component like this. Export default, then your component name employee. This is how your class component will looks like. Now create a functional component. Import React from React, then type keyword function, then your function name, let's say student, then parenthesis and return. Let's say this is a functional component. Sorry, this should be in parenthesis, I think so. Now you have to export same as we did in class component. Export default, then your component name student. So we are ready with our functional component and class component. Now we have to import all these components inside this our main file app.js. So import function from components / function. This is how you can import your function component. Now same for class, from sorry, this should be capital, component / class. Now you can use these components inside your app.js. Let's see how we can use them. Inside this main div you can put like this: function and class. So this is how you can make various components and put together inside this main app.js file. Now let's see on the browser. This is a functional component, this is a class component. And if we talk about the stats in the class component, we have one constructor function in the component. This function will initiate whenever the function will be called when the components gets initiated. Inside class component you can say constructor, and inside this you can call super. This will inherit all the parent properties. Now your component has all the access of parent component, and let's say this dot state equals to, see I am adding some properties of the employee, and then we can use that property in the render function. And set age of the employee, set 22, and the name of the employee, let's say Ram. Now you can use these properties in the render function. Let's say I am wrapping all these inside a single div, and set name of the employee. And how we can define them: this dot state dot name. Same for age, h3, age of the employee. This dot state dot age. Now see on the browser. Now you can see name of the employee Ram and age of the employee 22. These are inside class component. So this is how you can work with the stats in class component. In next video we will see more about stats and how we can destructuring, or how we can destructure a state. This is all for today's lecture. Hope you have enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have any queries you can comment in the comment box. You can also follow us on our social media handles. You can see the links here, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.